Once, my anger was a formless shadow, lurking in the recesses of my mind, waiting to leap out at the slightest provocation. It was a beast without a name and thus without a leash. But that was before I learned the secret, the power of giving my anger a name. I was raised in a family where anger was always present in some form or the other. Overt anger, passive-aggressive anger, self-abusive anger, etc. A cauldron of high-end anger that simmers and percolates in most communications and contacts. Obviously, this was my normal from a very early age. The friends that could handle my anger nicknamed me Flint, referring to my skilled ability to start an emotional fire with my anger. I was not self-aware enough to realize that behind my anger something else was hiding, so instead I used my anger to my advantage. I became a soldier. In basic training, I discovered that to be a soldier was to harness that anger without letting it boil over. It was fuel, useful but still dangerous. I was desperate to transform my anger from an overwhelming force into something finite, something I could control. So I decided to read a book. Your Anger Has a Name. I was hooked from the first page. During our downtime, I was excited to learn more about understanding my anger. I created a mantra which I repeated over and over in my head when I felt my anger rising. You're the heat of injustice, the fire of disrespect, but you will not consume me. I learned to take a deep breath, the kind that fills your belly and stretches your soul. And with each exhale, I imagined the anger becoming smaller, less fearsome. Not a raging inferno, but a single, manageable flame. I learned to dance with the flames without getting burned. It wasn't that I no longer felt anger. I did, but it was no longer a wild creature tearing through my life. It was a part of me, a part one could converse with, reason with, and sometimes even befriend. I marveled at the change. The anger was still there, a tiny ember in the corner of my heart, but it no longer controlled me. I had named it, claimed it, and in doing so, tamed it. And that made all the difference.